Fritz Coleman, weather. Fred Rogan, sports. Dr. Dean Adele, house calls. And David Horowitz, fight back. Channel 4 News at 4. Number 1 in Southern California.
Keep it cool. Ford has a major problem with its pickup trucks. The paint is peeling, and the company is at odds with owners and consumer groups over who should pay to fix it. As many as 5 million Ford F-Series and Ranger pickups made between 1985 and 1992 may have paint that is blistering and peeling, according to some estimates.
The paint will peel off the vehicle because there's no primer underneath it, and that means you have to repaint and strip the entire vehicle at a cost of up to $2,000, and that's an awfully big bill for consumers to pay.
Here's a classic example of what this paint chipping looks like on this 1985 Ford Ranger truck. It started to peel about 2 years after the owner bought it. Ford traces the paint problem to an electro-coating process it introduced in the mid-1980s to replace conventional primer coating. But the company says it affects only a small percentage of its trucks, and that it is dealing with owner complaints on a case-by-case basis.
If you have a 1987 or later Ford, they seem to be beginning to pay for the full repair, but some consumers still aren't getting that. If you have an 85 to 86, Ford is offering about 50%.
Why is Ford not just going ahead and recalling these trucks and repainting them at their own cost?
The issue here is who's going to pay for Ford's engineering mistake, Ford or the consumer? Ford wants to avoid a $1 billion liability bill for repainting all the vehicles with bad paint, and that's why they're trying to make the consumers pay for it instead.
Benny, this truck is 7 years old. You've got, what, 30-some-odd thousand miles on it. It's still in fairly good shape. Paint is chipping all over the place. What do you think you're entitled to?
Well, I would think I was entitled to a paint job. I've bought several cars, and I've never had this problem before.
Ford has never notified truck owners that there may be a problem with their paint, or told them that the company is willing to pay for all or part of the new paint job. Instead, it's waiting for owners like Benny to complain to their dealers before it offers to take care of the problem. The Center for Auto Safety in Washington, D.C. has filed a complaint against Ford with the Federal Trade Commission, trying to force the company to issue a nationwide recall. But in the meantime, all owners can do is to contact their Ford dealers, and if they don't get satisfaction, then they may want to consider suing Ford in small claims court.
John, Linda. Tough situation.
Yeah, it really is, because if Ford has to pay, it's going to be major for them.
Yeah, but you can see why they're angry.
That's right.
Thanks, David.
Okay, a very special...